we're going to bake the cake either pink or blue to represent the gender of the baby. So when they cut their first slice of cake, that's how they're going to announce to the family and to their guests whether they're having a boy or a girl. Holy crap. So the airbrush is broken. I can't get the thing back together. We are completely halted. There's nothing we can do until we have the airbrush.
So glad we got married on the beach, not in the snow.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm Robin.
I'm Anthony.
Anthony, nice to meet you. And it makes you Samantha.
Samantha and I met at my sister's wedding while I was on R&R leave from Iraq. And one thing led to another. We fell in love, and we pretty much decided that we wanted to get married.
You're already married, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so this requires some explanation. Tell me the whole story. What's
You
going
probably
on?
don't do a lot of cakes for people that are already married.
Not typically. This is kind of fun for me.
He was deploying again to Afghanistan for another year.
Okay.
So before he deployed again,
We pretty much decided that we wanted to get married.
Wow.
Yeah, our timeline got really crunched, and we ended up getting married on Amelia Island. We had an awesome wedding. It was, she had the dress on, and we had a dinner on the beach, and it was just the two of us, because we couldn't decide who to invite from the family, so it's just
Okay.
the two of us.
Yeah.
And that's
Okay.
why it's so important that we bring
So,
all of
yes.
everything that we did that day
we're
up
bringing
here
the beach to Minnesota.
It's kind of fun, because in the middle of December, our family doesn't get a whole lot of beach things.
Perfect. Okay, so we're actually gonna bring tropical Amelia Island up
Here
to
to
Minnesota.
Yes, we are.
That's our goal. It's my last time going to Afghanistan, so I'm home, and we're pregnant, so it's all new beginnings. Another thing that we'd like to incorporate is we are expecting.
Okay.
So we want to work that into the cake. So
Okay, there's this new thing that I heard about, and it's usually done for baby showers. We do the cake on the outside, but what if the inside of the cake, when you guys cut into it and you serve each other your first slice, we can have the cake be either pink or blue, and that way your guests will find out the sex of the baby.
okay,
Perfect.
that'll work.
I've been wanting to do this for so long. Okay, we don't do a lot of baby shower cakes, and so I haven't been able to do it, so perfect. Okay, so when's the ultrasound?
Tomorrow we have one, so we can give you a call.
Good. You call me and you let me know.
Right.
I love that. Let's get down to what the outside of the cake is gonna look like now.
Okay.
We'll do brown sugar sand.
We wrote in the sand. We have some pictures.
Perfect. What we'll do is I'll do a stand that can hold a whole lot of sand. We'll fill this with brown sugar, and I can write whatever you guys want in the sand. And then we'll do seashells.
Yes.
Starfish, all out of white chocolate. It might be neat to make the bottom tier of the cake look like a shipping crate. And we can do a postmark on it. What was the date that you got married there?
August
August
27th,
27th.
Okay.
2009.
Amelia Island. And then we'll do the date right down the middle. So this way you are actually shipping that day up here for your
Okay.
family.
Okay.
And let me know tomorrow
Yes.
what flavor we're gonna do. So you let me know if
All
we're
right,
making pink
we'll
or
give you a
blue.
call.
So we're gonna get the rumor started with all the guests that when they cut the first slice of cake and feed each other the first slice of cake, whatever color the cake is will indicate the gender. I think we're set.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
You're on the right track.
Absolute
It's nice
pleasure to
meeting
meet you. Congratulations
you.
on many, many ways. Okay, girlies. I just met with Samantha and Anthony. They met, they got married, and then he got shipped off again. Military. She's now pregnant with their first child.
That's exciting. Quite a celebration.
I know. So they promised the family they would have a reception up in Minnesota because they had to do this fast because he was shipping out. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring Amelia Island up to Minnesota in the middle of winter. So we're going to do the tall, beachy grass and a crate as the bottom. And then we're going to do seashells. I want them to be white chocolate. We're going to top it with 2 Adirondack chairs.
How are we gonna make 2 Adirondack chairs?
Not quite sure yet.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
That's cute.
The super exciting part about this is that they're having an ultrasound tomorrow, and she's gonna call me and tell me if it's a boy or if it's a girl. So when they cut into this bottom tier of cake, it's either gonna be pink or it's gonna be blue, and that's how everybody's gonna find out.
That's cute.
I'm gonna put both of you guys on fence posts. I'm gonna put you on seashells. I want them to be white chocolate.
Awesome.
Yay. You've got your marching orders, you've got your marching orders. Let's do this with military precision.
Awesome.
Julie and I are about to start rolling out panels for the beach cake. The bottom tier is supposed to look like a wooden crate. So we're gonna roll them out of white fondant, indent it to look like slats of wood, and then we have this really cool technique to paint it to look like wood grain.
I have the panels for the crate tier. So what we do is we do the straight food coloring as a knot. And if we let it set up for a little bit, then we're gonna paint over the rest of it with the same color diluted. We deliberately want that to smear.
Wow, Robin, that looks really neat.
Why, thank you, Grasshopper. Our panels now look like crates. So we're gonna put these away and let them dry until tomorrow when we're gonna screen print them. I just met with Samantha and Anthony. They got married down south. I knew they wanted a beach theme because their families couldn't be there with them at the original wedding. And so we're bringing the beach up north in the cake for them. Line this sucker up, and we'll see if fate decided that this should be the front.
I like how you said sucker.
Julie and I were working on how to screen the postmark for the beach cake. I wanted them to look weathered, so when I did the art on the computer, I weathered it. I think they're gonna be gorgeous, and I'm really excited. It's all up to you, baby. Okay, kids. Cross your fingers. Ooh. Ah! Oh, it's beautiful. Nice, baby. I am absolutely tickled with how these stamps came out. I think it's beautiful. Samantha and Anthony got the results of their ultrasound, so now they know what gender the baby is, and we're going to bake the cake either pink or blue to represent the gender of the baby. And so when they cut their first slice of cake, that's how they're gonna announce to the family and to their guests whether they're having a boy or a girl. This is the second to largest tier on the beach cake. We're gonna end up putting brown sugar sand on the tops of these, and so it'll feel like kind of different levels on the beach. It gives a really interesting shape. We call it a ladybug. The next step is we have to fondant one more of these ladybug-shaped cakes, and after that, then we'll start decorating these and start attaching the panels on the crate cake.
Robin and I just put the side panels on. We let it set up in the fridge for just a little bit. And right now, I'm going to put the top panel on. I want to make sure it fits. Yeah, it fits. Done.
Oh, I love it. The nails look gorgeous.
This is my favorite one because it got pushed in.
Ah, I love it when it does that. Show me what you think. Is that like hazy, beachy sun?
Pretty
Is
color.
that enough?
Yeah.
Because it was like that pretty hazy Atlantic beach thing.
Yeah, I like it. I think it looks nice.
I just finished painting one of the tiers that's going to be watercolored for the beach cake. I have to paint some beach grass on the bottoms of those tiers, and I'm going to paint some little birdies. I have 2 more to do, but I'm happy with this one. So we're going to put this in the fridge, let it cool down, and I'm going to do this 2 more times. Holy crap. Why do we kill airbrushes? I can't get the thing back together. The airbrush is broken, and everything else that's on this cake has airbrushing on it in one form or another. Unfortunately, we need a new airbrush, and we need it now.
Road trip.
We are completely halted until we have an airbrush.
I'll go get a new one.
Okay, go as fast as you can. Start driving towards them, because they're a while away.
All right.
Everything that's on this cake is airbrushed from here on out.
Okay.
There's nothing we can do until we have the airbrush. We are completely halted until we have an airbrush.
I'll go get a new one.
Start driving towards them, because they're a while away.
All right.
Julia's on her way to see if they have another one, and if they do have another one, we still aren't going to get it for another hour. So we are absolutely stuck in a holding pattern. Yay!
New airbrush.
Success! That's exciting.
It was super fun.
Yay! Okay, let's plug her in. Get to work. We got lots of stuff waiting for us. Look at that spring action. Welcome, new airbrush. Julia's gotten back from the art store, and they had another airbrush head. We are back in business.
I am going to start making seashells for the beach cake.
We have these nifty molds that are brand new and not quite sure how they're gonna work yet. I use different colors and smear them in the molds. And then I fill it with regular white chocolate and put it in the fridge. And when it comes out, it gets this really cool marble effect that looks really natural.
Right now I'm about to start the Adirondack chairs for the beach cake. Robin found some plans of an actual Adirondack chair on the internet. We sized it down to what we needed and cut the pieces out of fondant, and then Robin's gonna assemble them.
Okay, so I just have to remember what piece is what.
I am assembling signposts right now. They're gonna go on the cake. They say just married. So I have all the pieces cut out, and so I'm going to assemble them so that they look like signposts and paint them so that they look like wood.
This is the stand for the beach cake, and what we're gonna do is fill it with brown sugar so it looks like the whole thing is sitting on sand. And then we're also going to carve into the sand their initials with a heart. This flat part up here is where the cake is actually going to sit. So we're just gonna pack it down all the way up to the rim, all the way across down here. So it'll be completely packed solid and I don't think it'll move. It's like totally smooth.
Ooh, that's nice.
Do you want? Okay, you drew the period in there, but it looks silly.
No, it doesn't. Otherwise, it's gonna read app.
I think people will catch on.
Apps, but I think when people do initials, they do it. Don't they do?
I don't.
Well, you suck. Wow.
Is that a good wow or that's
You are
hideous
one
wow?
anal retentive sand drawer. Holy mommy. Yeah, no, that's wow. That's really good. I think we might even when we get there sprinkle a little bit around it
To make it look
to make it look like some sand bot didn't do it. But no, it's awesome.
Glad you like it because I don't want to do it again.
It's beautiful. We're done. Sweet. That's unbelievable. We've got the tiers painted for the beach cake, and the crate is cratelar, and that's all we can do here. When we get to the wedding reception is when we're going to stack that cake and put on all the beautiful seashells and sand on the ledges and do all the finishing touches. Samantha and Anthony, they met, they got married. She's now pregnant. They promised the family they would have a reception up in Minnesota. The ultimate cool payoff about the beach cake is when they cut the cake and reveal the gender of the child. And put that one on the back next to the jump seat. So we got everything backed up for the beach cake. This cake it's pretty now, but we have a lot of setup to do on it. This is a really setup intensive cake, and so I'm really excited to see it all together.
You're going to turn in here and then take a left where it says hotel registration.
Yeah.
We'll go in there.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it?
Yep. Okay. So, okay, where are you at?
You got like 2
Come
inches
this way.
on side.
Now I'm stuck.
Yep, it cracked a little bit. I think the brown sugar's going to cover that right on up.
No problem. Fencing placed on all the tiers, as well as 2 Adirondacks on top and random seashells. So there's a lot of setup. We're just gonna make it work. Is that about right?
You can come forward if you have to, but just a little bit like that.
There? You
Yeah, that
happy?
looks good.
You do the fence, I'll do some seashells. Change of plans. Fence goes on this side. Wow, we made this really big. Okay, so you need more sugar.
Okay, do you want seashells on here? Or is it, oh, that's where one of the signs goes.
Yes, so that would be married. They're so cool. She's laughing too. I love this. We got, yay! Setup for the beach cake is done, and it went really fast. I think we were a little bit junked up on adrenaline because we knew that we were running late. And what's kind of fun is even under a tight time frame, this cake was still really fun to make. It was really fun to put all the things on it. But I'm really most excited to see the reaction when they cut that slice of cake and everybody gets to see if they're having a boy or a girl.
Ready to go see our cake? Wow. Just married, Moya. really brought the beach to our family, and that's exactly what we were looking for. We couldn't ask for anything more. The chairs on top, the seagulls, the beach. I love that she wrote our initials in brown sugar in front, so it looks like it's sand. It's perfect. I think a specialist part of the cake was definitely the blue cake on the inside. That told
the
us
sex of the baby to our family.
we're due the 20th of May, and we don't have a name picked out yet.
I thought we were
working
having
on
a girl.
it. Yeah.
I was sure we're having a girl. So we have a girl picked out, but not a boy yet.
Jenna and I snuck into the ballroom and peeked out the doors when they were cutting it because we just couldn't resist seeing the reaction of the guests to what color that cake was going to be underneath, and we're just thrilled.
It's a boy!